So, I think I'm on the right one.
Okay, well, sitting here.
I went through all of that.
I'm sorry, Ori.
And I'm an idiot. Okay, so
We're good.
Okay.
no, it's fine. I'm just stupid. Are you gonna go to my channel?
No, don't say that.
Stream? Are you gonna go to my stream instead of Scrats? I love Scrat, but can you please show mine?
There we go. I see us.
There we go.
Faces.
I see it.
So, sorry
Maybe.
chat, I was on the wrong streaming service. Again. So, my bad. We were on Picarto by accident. And I didn't realize it, so thank you for the follows. I'm so dumb. So we got through like 15 minutes of shite, and I just like didn't even think about it. I was wondering why the chat was so quiet. I was like, huh. They're not saying anything.
I mean, now you just get to start all over again.
Think of it as an edit. It's gonna be better.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know that we need to show that part. To be honest.
Yeah.
We could just do like a brief summary.
Okay, so the stream that I didn't mean to do on Picarto, you guys, was just me going through where everybody was at during the start of this Changing of Seasons festival. Changing of Seasons festival is where the seasonal rulers, Batty, thank you, the seasonal rulers will hand over the Scepter of Seasons to change over who has control of the seasons in the Mortal Planes. So Oberon is now getting the Scepter of Seasons. There's a festival to change it over, all kinds of hoopla
And
revelry.
where does it take place? In the capital?
In the capital of
Okay.
the Summer Court, Lilium.
Just confirming this.
And Batty's character is friends with the dragon that lives on the Lonely Mountain, who's not Smaug.
What dragon?
No, she's cooler than Smog. She got me a cool violin case. So we're,
Yeah,
like, best
yeah.
friends
She
now.
didn't try to eat him.
Is she cooler probably because she breathes ice?
Oh.
Oh yeah, I did drop that little. Okay. She's a silver one. She's nice.
The best.
She's a nice dragon. Well, she's a silver version of a fey dragon, which is my version of the regular dragons. So. Hello, bot.
Look, he gave you money. I paid it to give you money. Anyways.
Okay. Alright, so.
Anyways. Don't worry about it.
But yeah. The festival is just starting. Everyone is in their places. I left off before I realized that the stream was on the wrong streaming service with Septimus. You came to the court looking for information. You're probably going to find it in the biggest body of people. You're not seeing anything just yet. I'll have you roll in a little bit to see if you can find something. And Nilo. You heard there was a party going from Lord Asher and decided to maybe go investigate.
I wandered over. I was a little worried when I saw so many, buildings around, but I've managed to find a single tree with a family of birds in it. That's very nice. Very welcome.
The bird dad. The bird dad. He's a really pretty bluish green, kind of iridescent bird.
I compliment his feathers.
He's very happy that you complimented his feathers.
It was a long walk. I'm tired.
He's preening.
I'm just gonna take a nap now.
I have a perpetual cold, and I walked here.
Alright. So, party is starting. Everyone is in their places. Helgrim, you can accompany Rella if you wish to take Robin's seat, but she is sitting in it, so you can sit next to her. If she's taking Robin's place as the Lord right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oberon and his father have yet to appear. So their seats at the head are empty. The festival kind of gets quiet for a moment. It's gotten really busy over the last hour and a half. For about 10:30, 10:45 is when all of the Fae started coming in. Even some humans that were in port trading, they've decided to take the day off and enjoy the festival.
I thought you said demons. I was like, what?
There might be a demon there. Harley might be walking around.
We'll just have a nice chat. Maybe make a
Asmodeus might
contract.
be there.
Huh? Pop asthma.
Alright, but yeah, the festival is coming full force. You guys get hear all of the other music, the performers, they've gotten quiet. They've stopped their performances. The drummers have stopped. Everything has stopped. The crowd kind of lines up along the main street of the capital that leads up to the castle. And a huge fanfare just starts. And I forgot to prep music because I'm intelligent today. But a huge fanfare starts. Just think of whatever the most brilliant parade fanfare you can think of. I promise I'll have music next week. I just spaced today.
It's okay.
We're good.
Yeah, and you guys see some horses, some white horses with gold and pink filigree
And start
fabric
playing the tin
on them.
whistle.
Huh?
So Batty, start playing the tin whistle.
Don't play
Batty
with
is the
Vuvuzela.
fanfare.
I will kick you from this game
No,
so fucking
no,
fast.
tin whistle.
I know, I was being a smartass. Alright.
Also, Asmodeus is there. He's looking for summer.
So, you guys see all these horses parade up. There might be a unicorn in there, and there's probably one or two. They've decided to join the fray of the parade. Actually, there's a figure mounted on a unicorn in a dress of what appears to be made of rose petals, but like a soft pink colored rose petals with some gold dust at the bottom of the petals where the dress would drag the ground. She's got long, brownish red hair, almost like a cherry wood colored hair in ringlets, and a nice little crown on her head that's very delicate, but the gold is shaped into flower petals. And she's carrying this rod in her hands that has 4 different colored gemstones at the top, one for each season. And it's got flower petals coming off of the pink stone, leaves coming off of the green stone, twigs coming off of the red one, and snowflakes coming off of the blue one. And it's kind of sparkling in the sunlight. It looks very radiant. And the children and the fae, are just dancing around, enjoying themselves. You see V and Helgrim. Roll me perception, actually.
Okay.
Hang on,
Let's do that.
First roll. Hey.
Okay. V, you see. Actually, you both see what appears to be their version of the Sentinels, kind of milling about in the crowd, not too far from the parade, but they're keeping their distance to not really try and be seen.
Mhm.
V, you see one in particular that's kind of making his way toward where the docks are.
Okay.
And Fox.
You know what?
Fox is actually also probably. Let me see if. Let's please roll well, my son. Okay, not bad. He sees them as well. And is keeping an eye on them, but he's not moving from his position.
Yeah. Am I technically able to freely move about?
Yeah.
Or, yeah. I would actually follow them. Or follow the one that's going towards the docks.
Okay. Okay. Alright.
Oh.
You follow them. Are you stealth following them, or are you just following them?
You know what? She'll stealth follow them, I
Okay.
reckon.
Okay.
There you go.
Oof, okay. Alright, they don't notice you following them right now, or if they do, they've pretended not to. As for the rest of you, Helgrim, I don't know if you want to pay. Where are you at?
I guess
Did you go sit with Aurella, or did you go just mill about the crowd?
it would probably be best if I do sit with Arella.
Okay.
No,
Alright.
Helgrim probably would want to. It would probably be better for him if he did. Robin might kick his ass if he didn't.
Robin doesn't have to know.
Nah.
But okay, so you don't see that figure moving off. Septimus, roll me perception.
Oh no. Let me see.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm real perceptive.
You don't see any of that symbol you're looking for right now. If they're there, they're hiding.
Is one of the like delicacies, like the summer delicacies, like ice cream or something?
Yeah.
I'm absorbed in that. That's
It's
new.
It's a new thing that you've never had, but it's come from the human realms, and the Summer Fae really like it. It's really nice ice cream.
Why do I picture Septimus just staring at it, not saying a word or anything?
Just letting it melt down his hand, and then occasionally just like very tentatively like sticking a tongue on it and then going, fucking A.
It's the
Like a
best,
cat.
the most creamy ice cream you've ever had in your life.
I'm sticky.
It's the only ice cream you've ever had in your life.
I'm sticky.
It's like, I don't know if I like this or not. I would like a refund because I appear to be sticky.
That's what happens when you eat that. You should probably here. Do you want a nappy? He hands you like a napkin. I don't even think he knows. He's just making fun of you at this point. He's just like, here, do you want this?
I will gladly take your napkin, and I'm just gonna give them like, here, have some salt from my pocket.
He just takes it and he doesn't really know what to do with it. He's just like,
Equivalent exchange. Just wipe my hands.
All right then. Okay. Okay. And he just like, I don't know what to do with this. It's a human man that is manning this little ice cream shop, and he's just internally he's just like, fucking Faye, man. He's just, why
If
do
he
I do
speaks in
this?
Sylvan, that would be very awkward conversation even more. Just like,
He knows enough to do in a business exchange. He
good.
doesn't know like fluent conversation.
He's probably going, what the hell is fucking A? Never heard that before.
He's like, what's this? What? Makes a note to try and figure it out later. But it's you now have found ice cream for the first time in your life. In your several centuries on the planet.
Septimus has discovered the power of sticky.
Yep. First time ever. I'm just gonna try and make my way to where I know all the action is.
Yeah, you see the parade going on. You see a very regal-looking female on a unicorn. You can reasonably assume this is probably the Spring Queen.
Okay. Is spring like new money or is like spring old money? I just want to know how much of judgmental bitch I'm gonna be.
New. No.
New money. Oh, fucking A.
Compared to your family, newer. They're only what you know of them. They're only in power because the Day King puts them there.
The current ruler.
Yeah, the current Spring Queen is there because the Day King put her there. Helgrim, you know what happened to the previous.
Do I know, or
Yeah,
would I just be able to?
Bled told you before.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Or the Norman did. I can't remember. One of them told you that they were
Yeah,
killed
okay.
for disobedience.
Yeah, I can figure it out.
She is very loyal to the Day King, and that is common knowledge.
Yeah.
Nihilo. The birds have gotten all up in a tizzy. And they're very excited. They're like, oh, new music has come to town, new music has come to town. And then they're all like flitting about the tree, waiting for you to come on.
Sad music. Where's it coming from? And I turn around and I suppose I see this parade.
Yeah, you see the parade because your tree is like right on the main street. And the daddy bird is all like, he's trying to replicate the music. He's just puffed up and trying to sing it.
Oh man. Keep trying, I say as I walk away. And I think I'll probably just follow this procession.
I want to roll performance on the bird. Oh no, baby! You know the bird off of Shrek when it explodes?
Yep.
He tries to he tries to replicate the sound of the piccolos that are being played, and it doesn't end well for him.
Oh no.
The poor bird. First death of the campaign.
Dude, how could you do this? You leave so many people behind. But your feathers are nice. Take one.
As you take one, you're not trying to be stealthy about this, stealing this feather, are you?
No.
As you take the feather, this little nymph walks up to you.
I thought the bird is dead.
The bird is dead. This
Okay,
little
I just
nymph
take it.
walks up to you. And she's looking very angry at you.
Would you like a feather as well?
Did you just kill the sacred bird?
No. The power of song was too strong for him.
I don't know what that means.
Listen with me. Listen with your ears and you will hear it. Power of song, but don't listen too harshly or you might die.
She plugs her ears. And she just tries to creep away from the parade.
The parade and the creepy man.
She goes and picks up the bird's corpse too and goes to bury it somewhere.
Its corpse will feed nature.
And that bird is a butterfly effect that makes us all die.
First death of the campaign.
Yeah.
Poor birdie.
This is a bird.
And that's appropriately to Faye Fucker.
Oh yeah, chat. Anytime something silly happens, there's a command called !Faye, and it tells you how many times Faye fuckery has occurred in my stream.
I feel like we need to reset that.
Yep.
Yeah, we probably should. I'll reset it later, or you can reset it if you can get into it.
I don't have permissions.
I'll
You have
do
to
it
give me
later.
permissions again because you changed your channel name.
I'll do it later.
Well, yeah, we'll worry about it later.
So Nyla would just follow the procession with his walking stick. And just look to see if all the horses are having a good time.
Okay.
Wants to-
Roll
wants
me
to make
insight
sure
on the
rolling.
horses.
All right.
Roll me insight
Yeah.
on the horses. Okay.
How many
Okay.
23s have we gotten?
A lot.
3.
What's the number of the day?
All of us have, hey, I mean, it's a good number for us.
It is a good number for you guys.
Yeah.
It's not a bad number for me today because there's nothing that you guys need to be hiding from. All right. So most of the horses are okay. They're all right. They're just doing their job. They're horses. They don't give a shit. The unicorn, however, does not look happy. You get the feeling that this unicorn is very irate and does not like the fact that it's being used as a steed.
Well, I'll just tuck that away for a bit as I continue to follow.
It is a very unhappy unicorn.
All right, maybe I'll give it this feather.
Twigs!
Okay, so question.
Yay.
Would it be inappropriate for me to start playing and like off to the side of the parade and like have my case open for anybody who wants to like give me coin?
Fucking busking!
You can try.
Okay.
Cyril is not with you to protect you, by the way, if something happens. I'm just telling you that right now.
Okay, I'm gonna try my best to play in like somewhat of whatever the same song they're playing at the parade, so it's not like two songs trying to go against each other. But I'm just gonna have my little case out, and I guess roll a performance check.
Yeah, roll performance, and we're not battling of the bands. This is gonna go well if you.
Okay, I think I have advantage because I'm gonna use my fiddle.
Oh, the cricker fiddle.
Yeah, the cricker fiddle. That's perception. God damn it.
Okay.
21.
Okay. Also, side note: the other campaign, they stole the cricker fiddle from Hominy Cricker.
How
shit.
dare!
And okay, so you're playing it. As you're playing it, you get a note of happiness from the fiddle, like it's alive, like it knows that you're playing it, and it seems happy. This is new. It's not done this before.
Oh, okay, that's really good.
But your song, you're matching up pretty well. It's not terribly noticeable that you're playing, aside from the parade. No one in the parade or the guards seem to notice. So.
Does anybody give me coin?
I don't know. Let's see. I'm not rolling those dice. Those are character dice. These are not. Oof. Okay. There's about 4 people who actually really like the fiddle sound over the
Nice.
trumpets and the horns and the flutes and the piccolos, because why not? They give you probably get about 10 gold pieces, 10 or 15. Let's say 15.
Shit. Okay, sweet.
Well, I rolled 2 20s, an 18, and a 17. So
He just like tripled his money.
Yeah.
he's a
I
poor
had
lad.
started out with 3 coin.
Oh wow, you got
Oh yeah,
5 times.
Real quick, because I forgot about that. V, you've probably got money from Fox, and
Okay.
he's probably given you about 8. They'll say about 400 gold.
Alright.
Nilo, you've probably not got much because you're a druid. Asher probably gave you about 20 or so to get you through what you needed to get through. Septimus, how rich is your family again? They're
Like-
minor lords, so
Yeah.
Ha, coin.
I'll say about 300 gold. You've probably got about 300 starting.
Coin.
Well, I'm trying to do it based on backstory.
And that makes sense.
No, I just like Blood Mage's reaction to it.
Yeah.
Or was that more Nyla's reaction?
Both.
Yeah.
Alright. Twigs, you play for a little bit. You get some coin. It's more money than you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Twig starts crying.
I can't be a performer!
I'm rich, Ma!
I'm curious, do I see any interesting characters, like not necessarily like the royalty like aspect, but just like in the crowd?
Perception.
Okay. 10.
You just see... So you see some of the merfolk on land walking around. And for those of you, my merfolk, when they come out of the water, they get their legs, and when they get in the water again, their fins come back.
They're amphibious.
Yeah. So you see a few of the merfolk walking around milling about. A few of them are guards because Cyril is there, and it is a big festival, so they do want to make sure Cyril stays safe, even though he can kind of handle himself.
Okay.
You see the sentinels, the summer sentinels, walking about. You see what appears to be the guard of the Spring Queen. You don't see anything else of interest because you're just not looking hard enough.
Okay, that's fair.
Alright, Septimus. Roll me another perception check as you get deeper into the crowd.
Ooh, let's see. Big whammies.
Oh, boyo.
Your hands
I'm
are still
still-
too sticky.
I'm still sticky, and there's like this music playing in the background, which is kind of like a fiddle, which is kind of annoying me a little bit.
This is very distracting.
I mean, it's played well, but it's not
Not
nice.
if you use a violin.
Nyla's just concerned because the power of music got stronger.
Music intensifies.
Alright, Nyla, you don't see what you're looking for just yet. It
Just
might
so.
be more beneficial for you to go further, closer toward where the royals are sitting. from the notes that you saw on your brother's desk, it did mention Oberon a few times.
No, no.
So
Or
move the
the
bit
bit
cup.
cup. Yeah, the bit cup's blocking the rolls a bit.
I thought I moved it. I'm sorry, you guys.
It's the handle.
I start the stream on the wrong
It's
friggin'
okay.
streaming server. No, I'm just being
We'll
shit right
It's
now.
the
figure it
Fae.
out.
Blame the Fae.
It's
Yeah.
Fae
Yeah,
fuckery.
Fae fuckery.
Say fuckery.
I'm just waiting for our first fake wake.
You're waiting for what?
When you go to move something on the map and you move the map.
Oh, the earthquake? Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
fake
that
quakes.
will happen, you guys. I'm sorry. I do earthquakes a lot by accident.
They're fun. It's just the earth shaking things up.
It's not even this shaking, it's just for...
But yeah, Septimus, you think you might get better luck trying to look at what you're looking for closer to where the royals are at.
I'm going to politely excuse myself through the crowd.
Okay. You make your way through. It's not just humans and elf-like and the true fae here. There are a few true fae. You do notice one in particular who seems to be watching the crowd like a hawk, but he's in a somewhat lofty position to where you can't reach him easily. He's got long, dark brown hair with some green ribbons tied through it.
Is this like the guy who is investigating? Do I know this person?
You don't know them by sight.
Okay.
You don't know the face. You may
Just
have
gonna
heard
give
the
him
name.
a casual wink.
You're gonna give him a casual wink.
Just give him a casual wink.
I think I know.
Yo, you know who this is.
Yeah, I'm sure looking out over the crowd I can probably see him.
So you wink at him,
No.
and he just frowns back and just acts like you didn't even exist.
Two finger salute. Yep, definitely. Yeah, no, getting turned down. Cool. Keep going.
Yeah, he has no interest at all in what he deems to be someone. You get the sense that he thinks he's a lot loftier than he is.
Mm-hmm.
New money.
He doesn't look like new money.
Oh, that's even worse. Old money.
Yeah.
It's just a dick.
He looks like he's been in his position for a while and he has his issues.
Many.
I can't say much because one
I know.
player knows what's actually going on with him, another player
I know.
knows about him, has met him.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, you see him. He's wearing green and gold. Everything about his outfit's green and gold.
He's wearing a long sleeve, isn't he?
Yeah, he's wearing long sleeves.
Well, I mean, never mind. Don't worry.
He's got green sleeves.
Hey, fuckery.
It's almost like green is part of his motif.
There's a reason for that.
I know.
Alright, so V, you follow the one spring sentinel that's heading towards the docks.
Yep.
Or are you just tailing him and trying
I'm
to
just
see what he's
tailing him.
doing? Okay.
I want to know where he's going and what he's doing.
He's got a mask on. All of the spring sentinels have a mask on. It almost looks like a Venetian mask, all of their masks, but they're made out of like a pale gold.
Okay.
That's weird.
He seems to be heading towards the ships at the docks.
Alright.
There's no dock workers present right now. The docks are pretty much ghost town. Even the dock masters, you saw where one of the dock masters at least is. You saw him sitting in a somewhat lofty position with his perpetual frown. This sentinel seems to be going towards one of the larger ships.
Okay. Is there a name on the ship that I can see? Or do I know the ship?
You don't know the ship. The name on the ship is... Hold on. The Vista.
Okay.
It looks like a human ship. And he's being quite stealthy about going up towards it. Or he thinks he's being stealthy.
Okay. I want to get ahead of him and come out of stealth and go, so, what are you doing?
He tries to duck around you.
I try to block him.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to block him, I'll say, with that really terrible 3 that he just rolled.
You didn't answer my question. What are you doing?
I'm just going for a walk.
To a human ship.
A walk on a boat.
Usually people don't just walk on a boat unless they want to go somewhere or take something from it.
He doesn't say anything and he tries to skirt back around you again.
She'll step in front of him again.
You are a very persistent little thing, aren't you?
Pretty much.
Shouldn't be sticking your nose in things you shouldn't be sticking your nose in.
Well, I'm very good at that. And most times I win. So I suggest that you turn around and go back to your post. Like a good little sentinel.
Roll intimidation.
Whoa!
He just got
21.
called a good boy.
Hold on, I need to write down the name of this ship before I forget what it is. Alright.
Damn.
Ooh.
Yeah, see, for me, that would be a 17.
He looks at you and crosses his arms.
Oh.
I don't think so, little elf.
Oh, I'm not an elf.
Hmm.
But I very much suggest you move and go back to where you're supposed to be.
See, I can't do that. You've seen me now.
V's just going to laugh. And she's like, if you know what's good for you, I very much suggest you just go back to your post.
Hold on, I gotta open up the sheet now.
Oh boy.
It was nice not never meeting you.
Yeah.
Alright.
If I'd have rolled higher, you could have had some help. Fuck.
You see him there in front of you. And then he's gone.
Alright,
Like, as in completely just invisible.
like he's completely vanished.
Yep.
What do I do? You know what? She is actually gonna tell Fox and mention that, hey, there's something sus going out with a few of the sentinels. Spotted one towards a human ship.
The summer sentinels?
Are they summer sentinels?
No, they're wearing the spring uniform. They're wearing the pinkish colors and the lighter colors.
Yeah. They're the spring sentinels. Saw a few of them away from the crowd, acting sus. One of them ended up breaking off to the docks. So I followed. And also, I think he's gone invisible and he's probably listening to this. Well, actually, no, he can't. And V does say that.
Alright. So, Fox gives you the impression that he's heard, and he's... I'll have a few of the men go that way. The foot soldiers.
All right. The ship that he was seeming to sneak around and try to get on is called the Vista. It seems to be a human ship. So just
Alright.
tell your sentinels that to be a bit careful. And you know what? V's gonna stick around.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, she wants to see. You know what? She's actually going to go to the ship because obviously it had some interest, and she is going to walk on the ship.
Okay. For what you know of the ships and the docks, there's usually someone guarding the ships. This one has no one guarding it.
Okay.
So even though there's a festival going on, the other ships at least have one person staying on the ship to just make sure things don't get stolen. Because a lot of these are merchant ships, so. But
Okay.
I am so glad I downloaded that sheet from the DM's Guild. There's a
Goodbye,
specific
everyone.
Fey type sheet on the DM's Guild that's really good. I think you may have seen it by accident.
What was it?
The Stalker, yeah.
I don't remember anything from it though.
It's got a nice little ability.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Alright. So, the rest of you, the Spring Queen makes her way up towards the thrones. At this point, Oberon and his father, Alorian, have shown up. Alorian looks a little bit tired. As does Oberon, but they're there now. They sit down. Everyone stands up. Oberon waves them off. He is actually in his full robes and armor today. He's got a nice gold armor with some blue trim on it. His robes are the sky blue with the gold trim on it. There's suns decorating his armor and his robes, but there's also roses all over the place as well. It's not just suns. It's definitely not symbolizing the date cord. It's symbolizing summer. It's symbolizing Oberon. His father's wearing his armor and a cloak, and it's the most golden radiant armor and cloak any of you have ever seen in your life. It is shiny. He is very shiny. And they both just sit down. The Spring Queen comes up to the throne. She actually kneels down before Oberon and holds it up. And he starts to take it. And I want anyone who's close to the crowd, to the royals, or just visible of that to roll me perception. So everybody but V, probably.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
I'm off on my own little adventure, guys.
Septimus
something to do.
still sticky.
Septimus, boo, come on.
I know.
Buddy.
Well, Funny does not like me tonight.
The power of music is distracting me.
It's just me jump right there.
Septimus, roll for me again. Roll for me with advantage this time.
Okay.
Because I had a thought.
It's a whole 14.
Or 16.
16.
Alright,
Get advantage.
Twigs and Nyla, you don't see anything out of the normal. Everything looks like it should be going how it's going. You don't really know how it's supposed to go, but it looks like it's going right. Septimus, you see that fairy that kind of blew you off start moving toward where the royals are. You don't know what he's doing, but he starts moving towards them. Helgrim, you see him start moving towards where Oberon and the Spring Queen are, and he looks off. Kind of like the off that you saw before in Robin's house, kind of off. But Septimus, what were you gonna do?
Can I message the dude and just go, I think you're shooting above your sedation there, lad? And see if he reacts.
That's
Just
good.
using a casual message.
Nice.
Okay.
We'll see if it works.
He kind of looks around for a second to try and figure out where the voice came from. And still kind of brushes you off inside of his head, but it doesn't seem as malevolent or malicious as it was when he kind of just brushed you off. Something's a flip is switched almost. Right now he's more distracted than anything else.
Can I just go? Can I just? I want to do a quick detect magic.
Okay.
Just to see what's like, because I'm less concerned about him and more like the rod and Oberon. And I'm like, she's a tacky bitch, but would she curse somebody? Like, So I'm gonna do that. I do that.
Okay.
I do that.
There's magic everywhere.
Oh great! This is a headache.
You're in the
Oh,
Fey
jeez.
realms. There's magic everywhere. It's kind of blinding, but once you focus your eyes, you do see nothing wrong with the rod, other than the magics that are on it, the evocation magics and such that are on it. There's several different kinds of magic that are on it. There's nothing that screams curse.
Cool. I'm just gonna like, phew, and then just like side eye the cute dude again.
I'm just internally just rolling right now, but
I know.
because I really want to like that character, but so okay, all right.
Does he light up with magic?
Huh?
Does he light up with magic?
I mean, he's Fey.
You don't see any spells on him. You see what appears to be a chain, like a just, it's invisible, but you can see it with detect magic, like a chain that kind of comes from him. But you have no idea what it is. You've never seen. It doesn't fit into any school magic. You don't know what it means. It doesn't look like a curse.
Does it lead somewhere? Like, is it like
It kind of fades out.
What it fades? Bugger that for a lark. I'm just gonna keep watching him. Like, I want to know what that magic is. Fuck. Sidle closer.
And actually, if you're close enough, you see it coming off of Oberon as well, but not connecting each other. It seems like it's just there.
Have you ever seen like somebody in like computer science class or something like that, where they just like slowly wheel their chair across, trying to get into like frame? That's essentially Septimus just slowly sidestepping through the crowd, trying to get closer. Like,
Ori,
Yeah,
would the chains look different?
they look different colors.
Okay.
The one on Oberon is a golden colored magic. The one on the other fairy is like a black green, like a dark green black. It looks sickly.
Septimus is gonna file that away for later.
But Helgrim, you notice him coming towards Oberon and Luria, and he looks lucid right now. But that's probably going to change if what the control on him is dropped for a moment. Because as he told you before, it doesn't last long.
Okay, so he looks.
He's lucid. Okay. He's himself right now.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
That's probably going to change here soon, from what you know. His hands are off of his weapons, but as you also know, that doesn't mean much with him.
Right.
So what are you gonna do? The Sentinels haven't noticed this. The Resistance members haven't noticed this. They're not paying attention to him. They're all paying attention to Elorian.
How does Elorian look? Does he look?
Elorian looks fine. He's been himself the last few days.
Okay.
So the fact that it's changed a little bit on Thraeus is different. Also, Septimus, you would have seen a blackish green change on Elorian as well. The guy sitting, the man sitting next to Oberon, he's.
Is that Oberon's daddy?
Yeah, he's got.
Yes.
So where Oberon has the reddish hair that kind of fades into gold, his father just has straight up goldish hair.
Okay.
Pilgrim would, I suppose, try to intercede between the ceremony and Thraeus.
Are you gonna try to get down without interrupting them handing this over, or are you gonna...
That's a good point. So yeah, I want to disrupt that.
He's not close enough yet to disrupt them.
Right. It was more a matter of trying to so I don't have an easy way to do it other than getting up, and I don't want to disrupt the ritual.
I will remind you, because this is session 1, that you do have a friend.
I know, I just don't know how to use him. Yeah, I guess I would try to get my friend to try to make some sort of distraction for Thraeus, to try to draw him away before anything happens.
Okay.
Leave it mostly to the friend's discretion, just try not to cause any...
He wants to know if you want him to do it the way he did before when he followed him?
Probably better if it was a bit more subtle. We don't necessarily want to cause a giant scene.
Okay. Septimus, Septimus, Nilo and Twig's perception, please.
Perceptimus.
Perceptimus.
It's Perceptimus.
Well, it's not Perceptimus, really.
No.
No. First
Yes.
one.
Finally.
Hey, I mean, it's better than canaries.
Alright, Septimus, since you're watching this fairy that you think looks good, I'll let you have the advantage. Septimus and Nilo, you see the fairy walking towards where Oberon and the Spring Queen are, and he looks like he's got something he's intent on doing, but you don't know what. You see something block his path. It appears to be a rather large Black Panther.
Okay.
It doesn't look to you like a normal Black Panther, Nilo. Something seems off about it. It doesn't seem natural. It kind of blocks his path off and holds its ground and is growling at him.
Could I...
Go on, you go.
Thank you. Would I be able to sense this person's motive, whether it's aggressive or if it's... I would like to look if I see aggression.
Insight. He looks more frantic at this moment, more in a hurry. Before he looks like he's trying to do something before something happens. You don't know what that something might be. But the panther seems to be trying to push him, like make him walk backwards out of the crowd, away from the king and the queen.
I'm gonna mosey on over that way.
Can I do it dumb?
Oh no.
I would like to message Oberon
Okay.
and just be like, hey, there's a guy heading over towards your real serious like Is that all right? Do you want me to stop him? Hi, hope your day's going well.
His facial expression doesn't change. He seems like he's very good at controlling that. He does have wine in his hand, or what appears to be wine. Per normal, it's Oberon. But he kind of looks slightly over towards where the fairy was and is. He sees the panther. And he kind of thinks for a moment before responding back to you. Day's going alright. Got wine. He is more of an annoyance than a threat at this point, but he seems to be not antagonistic right now, unlike his normality. And then he doesn't say anything else.
Cool. Just gonna casually stroll to try and intercept the cute dude that casual, real casual, like.
Oh, Persepolis.
Oh, the cute dude.
My sweet boy.
Oh.
Oh, I know, he's probably evil AF.
No
Maybe.
comment.
Yeah.
So he is backed out of the crowd towards the edge of the woods by this panther. You guys follow. Twigs, you didn't see anything happen.
He was too busy busking.
I'm jamming right now, guys.
Yeah, he's busking.
Yep.
I'm like getting really fucking into it.
He's playing
And also
Wonderwall.
rich.
That fairy does not come back to the ship, and you don't see anything like disappear. If she's back, because I know her Discord died.
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah,
Sorry about that.
he doesn't come back to the ship as far as you're aware. Nothing gets taken as far as you're aware. You don't see anything worth being taken, but that doesn't mean it's not glamored, you just don't know what it is.
Okay. So, pretty much on the ship, it doesn't look like there is anything of interest.
Not without some digging.
She's gonna do some digging. Like, she's far too curious right now, because there's no way somebody's just walking on a ship that's not going anywhere with no crew.
No one goes for a midnight
Alright.
stroll on a boat.
Nope.
Investigation then.
Yep. And I get, what is it? I get +5 to my investigation.
Passive investigation checks.
Oh, passive invest. Nah, never mind.
Yeah, you don't find anything. You've been so distracted by waiting to see if he comes back that it's hard to
Yeah.
pay much attention. You do hear the music from the docks kind of change, or not the docks, the music from the festival kind of change into something more serious, where they're switching over the rod now at this point.
Okay.
Fox lets you know that he's got his people in the area now. They're looking around. You don't see them, but they're there. And that you could probably come back.
Yeah.
He does say that he does let you know that Theraeus has been pushed out of the festival to the woods, and
Okay.
something's going on with him.
She's gonna go to the hairball.
The angry
But
kitty.
love
she has
that
named him.
The angry
Oak.
kitty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his nickname. Yeah, she's gonna go in that direction.
Okay. Alrighty. Hold on. Why is my Twitch being weird?
I don't know. What do you mean by being weird?
It's just showing me two of the 2 of my monitor.
That's great.
Okay, whatever. So all of you but Twigs are now heading that direction.
No, I'm not. But
Oh, well, you've got your friend
Yeah.
there.
yeah. I
Can I
as
just
Helga,
send-
I'm not. My friend is.
As I leave, can I send one more quick message to Oberon, which is like, just like, you look real cute today, Your Majesty, and then just go.
You get the sense that he's very pleased by this, and he actually does kind of smirk a little bit, and
Just you damn right.
yeah, he's like, "Well, thank you. I know."
I was like, "Oh,
You're
Fucking summer.
beautiful. You're goddamn right.
yeah.
Pretty much.
I love it, bro.
I do too. He's my wonderful son.
You're wonderful trash son.
My wonderful trash son who likes the bedroom too much.
Is there such a thing in the Feyrealms?
Huh?
Is there such a thing in the Feyrealms?
Not really, no.
I know. Anyways.
But alright, you guys all make your way out into the woods. Hellrim Panther corners him against a tree, and you get the sense through Panther that his demeanor's changed again.
Back to normal.
Problem, yeah. Back to his normal, angry, antagonistic self.
Okay.
And Panther says that you might want to come assist, because it looks like he might be getting ready for a fight.
Trying to think of a way to make my exit discreet. It's not very easy.
That's what you
Yeah,
get for
I
being
can-
Lord Goodfellow today.
Yeah. I guess as subtly as I can, I would like to inform Oberon of what's going on and the fact that I'm going to investigate.
He doesn't bat an eye and just waves a finger and says, "Go ahead and go."
And then
I
I will
think we've
start
got
heading in that direction.
All right. Nilo, Septimus, and V, what are you doing? The Panther has him cornered against a rather large tree.
So I see the panther, right?
You see the Panther. It looks. I want you to roll me perception on the Panther.
Okay.
Come on, Septimus. Hey! Oh.
It looks a lot like Ibis.
Okay. Yeah. She is going to stroll up.
Oh my god.
And pretty much just say, "Hey, Hairball, how you doing?"
Oh, is that his name? Hairball.
That's what I call him. He's an annoying hairball who, oddly enough, isn't a coward like the rest of them.
Interesting. Hello, friend. You seem to be having a bit of a day. Do you need help with this panther?
The panther's on our side. Don't worry about the panther. Should be worrying about him. And I point to the hairball.
My name, little rabbit. And he says it in more of an insulting tone than how Fox uses it.
Yep.
Is
basically spitting venom.
Yeah, which with him that's completely and totally
I'm
accurate.
I am well fucking aware.
Is Lord Greenbranch to you?
Oh.
As much as I'm usually respectful, in your case, you're a hairball.
I have a question.
Mm.
Which one are you? Are you like Ferris or are you Thorian?
He kind of sneers when you mention the second name. And kind of curls up his lip a little bit, and you see a longer canine than normal. And he kind of spits and, "Don't talk to me about that traitorous son of mine."
Right, my father said to send his regards. Hello. I don't think he meant with a blade, but just in case. That.
You have no idea how your father meant it. He didn't.
No. He did not insight check his dad at all. Just like.
If you
Dad
want to
said to send his
retroactively insight him.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Oh my god.
Very
Did he
nice.
mean with a blade? Or did he mean like, I genuinely want you to send my regards to this, my close ally?
Yeah, actually, it was genuinely wants you to send regards to my close ally. It wasn't
Cool.
with the blade. Your father
Cool.
seemed to have a high opinion of him.
Cool. Good to know.
Nilo, you said Nilo was there too, right?
Nilo, you just probably arrived. Helgrim, you probably arrive in just a minute.
Okay, no problem.
And you can hear faint fiddle playing in the background.
Twigs, roll me perception.
Okay, let's try not to roll a nat one this time.
Okay.
13.
You see Helgrim get up from his seat near Robin.
I know who Helgrim is. Oh, I obviously know, but I know what it looks like.
Yeah, you've seen him a few times. You know he's Robin's husband and sitting in for Robin. You've seen him at least once.
Okay.
You haven't probably talked to him a whole lot, maybe in passing, but...
Okay, so, I assume, like, most everybody is focused on the main event at this point.
Yeah.
So, Twigs is gonna kind of just slightly casually fade out, put his fiddle in his case, and he's just gonna, like, casually, I guess, investigate.
And you recognize Thorian's father.
Oh, okay.
That is Thorian's father. He looks a lot like his son, and you recognize him.
Wait, did I see Thorian's father?
You met Thorian. Yeah, you saw him milling about the crowd and kind of start to leave, but you didn't see why he was leaving.
Oh, okay, shit. Yeah, no, Twigs would definitely investigate that.
But he looks a lot like his son, and you have met both of them, so.
Okay, yeah, I'll make my way over there too.
But you like the one better than the other, obviously. Yeah, you've had more pleasant interactions with his son.
Yeah.
Multiple times over multiple centuries.
Asher.
I love Asher so much.
I love most of it.
Actually, Asher is there. He did say he was going to be required to be there, so.
I like the Fae that I'm supposed to like, and I hate the ones I'm supposed to hate. God damn it, Ori.
I don't assume Twigs has seen Asher though.
No, Asher is he's not. So the Fae that are being in positions of privilege right now are the Summer Fae lords and like.
Gotcha.
Asher is probably somewhere off to the side, still in a position of, obviously
But
of
not in the main event.
loftiness, but not in the spotlight.
Right.
And he's
Okay.
purposely not trying to make himself noticeable. Like he's not drawing attention to himself.
He likes the limelight, but he knows when to stay out.
He knows full well when it's not a good time for him to.
He gets it once a year, anyways. Or
So,
no, he doesn't.
he does not, but he has to be present. So
Yeah. He's just a lord of Autumn. He's not the king.
He should be, but he's not. But yeah, so you notice Asher as you pass through the woods, but Thorian is not there. Like very noticeably not there. But ow.
Did Niall want to do something before?
Yeah, sorry, I had a thought about twigs. My bad.
Yeah, no problem.
Nilo,
Yes.
what you doing, boyo?
He's gonna walk towards the scene of, I don't know, some kind of triangle with a panther, someone pressed up against a tree, and another humanoid.
Well, a couple.
So you see two
pretty boy.
Yeah, you see
I
two
see two
true
people.
fae. You see two true fae and someone that
Okay.
appears to be like a half elf. One of the true fae is pinned up against a tree.
Okay.
Not me.
Is this where the party? Seems like people are getting a little rowdy. I look towards the person on the tree.
If
You
the
seem
law
you're a
of
little
you,
frantic there. Something wrong.
he just kind of growls a little bit, and it sounds like a very weird growl. It's almost a mix between a feline, like a panther-like growl, and a wolf.
I have
No,
a
that's
very
not how you make.
apologies, friend. I interrupted you.
Oh, that's very nice. I was just letting growling at someone. It's not how you make friends.
Oh, he's not much of a friend. He's more of an annoying little wet hairball. And I say that directly looking at him.
At the true fae.
Yeah, the one that's pinned up to the tree.
Actually, Nilo,
Yeah.
I want you to make a perception check with your nose.
Okay. Do I have keen senses on this
Yes,
or
you
not?
do. I just need to.
Okay.
It should be on the true face sheet anyway,
All right. I'll just keep that in mind.
but you
Until
get
I-
keen senses as your subrace for true fae. He smells like a wet dog and cat had just a wrestling match.
Ew. Okay.
Nilo.
Or he smells like a wet wolf and a cat had a wrestling match. Like, he smells like a weird mix between a wolf and a panther.
Yeah. Nilo just starts coughing and goes, "Friend, have you considered bathing once in a while?
Whoa!
I am a solid 15 feet away and can smell you from here."
Fee just raises up an eyebrow because her comment wasn't actually direct. Well, it wasn't in the sense that she knew that he smelled like that.
I'm less concerned about the smell, although I don't have good senses like that. But apparently, you need to bathe. Lord, apologies. I'm sure my father can get you something. A little bit more concerned about what the weird chains are on you. They don't seem real right. Also, what are they? Because I'd really like to know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The weird chains around you, like he
None
wiggles
of
his
you
fingers.
can see these at all.
Yeah, his detect magic probably would have faded by now.
He wiggles his finger like magic. Magic.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Magic.
There's no magic on me.
I mean, there is, but like, I mean, if it's to do with I don't know, natural hair color or something. I mean, you can just bad dyes for that.
You can?
Yeah, I think so.
Say what again?
Oh.
What did she say?
I said you can.
So I
Yeah.
think so.
She said for your hair, you can just buy dyes for that. And now you can.
He looks like he's getting very pissed off very quickly. the V, you know what he can do. Nilo, you can smell and you can guess that he might be the same as you, somewhat, kind of, sort of.
Well, hold on, friend. Why don't you just tell us what you were doing going on at that stage? Tell you what, and I cast Druidcraft, give you this celery, too.
You did what?
I cast Druidcraft to make a piece of celery.
Piece of celery. Jesus.
Do I look like that's what I eat?
I'll
No.
eat the celery.
I
I
have to fight
toss
a
you
Lord
the
of the Summer Court in our first fucking session.
Helgrim, you're there.
I'm sorry, my lord. I don't know these fine gentlefolk. But I am also curious about what you were doing heading towards Oberon with like a bee in your bonnet, which is apparently a human phrase. I don't really know what bonnet is.
It's like a hat.
Oh, that explains so much.
Usually
Yes.
babies have it or women have a bonnet.
I will
Oh,
also like to know that.
Nilo, you looking at him, you see that he's debating on whether or not he wants to shift. Because now he's cornered by both all of you and the Panther, unless Helgrim calls Panther off.
Yeah, I would at this point.
He backs off and comes and sits next to you. I don't know what I wasn't doing anything.
Insight?
Yeah, you can decide.
Yeah. I'm guessing should I roll insight or
You
would I
can.
probably go for? Okay.
Yeah, V would roll one too. So.
Oh boy, not nice 20 there.
Septimus, he truly believes what he's saying.
Okay.
Helgrim, he really believes what he's saying because he doesn't
Mhm.
remember.
Yeah.
He believes what he's saying. And I'm giving you that information, Helgrim, because you already know you saw what happened with him in your RP.
Yeah. That's why I was asking if I really even needed to. But okay.
Well, I wanted to see if Helgrim remembered.
Yeah. No problem.
So,
Probably should have rolled my best. I thought I clicked, but
you can roll if you want.
There we go.
14.
He believes what he's saying. He believes that he wasn't doing anything. He doesn't. He acts honestly as if he doesn't remember what he was even doing. Like he's already
Well,
forgotten.
when I believe when I have acted with. Here's the. My apologies, Lord Torres.
The lot of you best back off before I get my claws out, is all I'm saying.
However, will move to allow him to leave.
So the rest of you back off of him.
V will make the tiniest step backwards just to show like she won't do anything if he's not going to do anything, but she's not going to move out of his personal bubble.
You do remember, just to remind you, you do remember what Fox said
Yeah,
about him.
that's why she's pushing it.
And actually at this point Fox is asking what's going on.
There's a wet hairball pinned to a tree, or was before the panther vanished.
And he just reminds to not take him in direct combat.
You see V instantly like sort of have a tiny little mini tantrum where she just groans and rolls her eyes and actually steps back a little bit further away.
And you get the "thank you, dear" type thought in your head.
Septimus will step back and just be like, if you have any messages you wish to pass on to my father, I will be staying here a few more days, and I would like to, apologise for any aggression or transgression that may have happened today. I could even buy you an ice cream. It's a human thing.
I know what bloody ice cream is. I'm the dock master. Who I don't even. Who is your father?
Oh, sorry. Apologies. My name is Septimus. You might know my father, who is the Lord of the Hill of the High Court of Night. Hello. The Penn family.
He kinda looks at you for a second.
Yes, that's Septimus. And a smile.
And then he looks at Helgrim. And then he looks back at you and goes, I don't know who your father is.
That's funny, because he asked me to pass on your special regards to you. I must have been mistaken.
I think you were.
I do need to speak to your son at some point, though, so if you do see him, can you pass on a message to him? Okay.
Helgrim at the mention of his son, because he only knows of one that Thorea's had, just winces and looks away like, really?
The one, I was like, the one you don't like, apparently? Like, that one? If you do see him, on the off chance, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. I'm just gonna look at the others, the vibe that they're giving. I'm just go, no, you know what? It's fine. I can find him myself.
V, you have no idea what the history between him and his son is. You have no idea.
yeah. That's why Helgrim's just shaking his head.
Nilo, you know that his son is Asher's husband, and that he did some things to his son that were not.
What, the guy in front of us?
Kind, yeah.
Yes.
His son defected to the Night and Autumn courts because of the treatment from his father. You know that much.
Was Twigs in the general facility around here? That
Twigs is there now. Yeah, you know full well who this is.
I'm probably hiding behind a tree or something. I'm trying to stay out of sight.
Protect me.
But no.
Do I see Twigs hiding behind a tree?
Septimus does not.
I mean, that depends on how good Twigs' stealth is.
Let's try this. 14.
My passive catches it.
All of our passives.
Yeah.
My passive's like. My passive is 21, but.
Yeah, except for Perceptiveness.
My passive is 14, so.
Oh, is it?
I just can't roll.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I thought you only had +1, but yeah, you have the Perceptiveness.
Your Perceptimus is just not.
Oh.
Just sticky. Just real sticky. He's a sticky boy. Oh, wait, that sounds real wrong. I just realised this. It's fine.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay, just a rule. I don't care if jokes get made at all. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's fine as long as it doesn't get.
Yeah, as long as it's not explicit.
Run to the ground, explicit, or completely just derail the game for a while. Like, I don't care if it derails it for a minute, but for a while it gets old.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna confess. I thought for a second the Panther was talking, so I got a bit confused.
No,
he wasn't talking to you.
No.
Yeah. Also, I feel I might have missed something. I don't know who the person is in front of us.
That is
He is
a Summer Lord that he looks a lot like Asher's husband, and you know him.
Yes.
You know he's Asher's husband's father. He's Thorian's father.
Right.
And you know that Thorian was treated very poorly by his father the last 200 years and left.
Right. Okay.
And there's probably some tensions there because
There's a lot of tension between those two.
Yeah.
Well, you have a good day then, and maybe consider my advice. Can't sneak up on prey if they smell you coming.
just sneers at you again and shows his teeth. Also, you do have longer canines being what you are, so.
I'll just flash a friendly smile.
He does not miss the teeth in your mouth either, so.
No.
He straightens his collar up and straightens his sword at his side and then starts walking back towards the festival.
Was it just me, or was he an unpleasant fellow?
I was so close to punching him in the face.
He is like that most of the time.
Does he always stink?
I don't know. If he does, I cannot smell it.
Oh, sorry, I'm being rude, and I just like offer my hand to everybody, like, Septimus, pleasure to meet you. Hello.
Name's Nilo.
You can call me V.
I am Pilgrim. And I
God.
presume Panther is still there.
Yeah, he's sitting there just chilling.
And Twig still thinks he's hidden from everybody.
And what's that fellow's name? I will
The
point
one behind the
to-
tree.
Yeah.
I do not know.
Are they with you?
I'm just
Wait.
he kind of just skirts behind the tree, out from behind the tree. My name's Twigs. I'm just a traveling music man. Inspired by nature. As you can see, I'm clearly a nymph. I was just checking out these wonderful trees.
They are wonderful.
I know, right?
You
Can
get
I
a
do an
pleasant.
insight check?
Yeah.
You get a
I'm doing
pleasant.
insight check.
You get a pleasant vibe from the trees, Nilo.
22 on
Yeah.
insight check
Okay.
for him.
You know what?
Okay, so
Oh, no.
yeah. So yeah, Helgrim just thinks Twix is Spoony Bard.
Nilo isn't gonna insight because you mentioned that they were nice trees, and he agrees.
They're nice
Yeah,
trees.
that's fair.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
V's just like, right.
Septimus, you're just like you're not sure if he's lying or not.
I mean, they are nice trees, so that is absolutely correct.
Helgrim just assumes bards are weird.
Also, Helgrim.
Hmm.
You remember the warnings about the forest right now.
We should leave.
Why is that?
Because you guys are making some noise and you're not being quiet.
Fucking Kelpies, let's go.
Oh, I'm gonna mosey on out. I'm gonna pat myself and just quick mage armor myself just in case. Just
You
like,
guys hear off in the distance some angry elf yelling, I said not to touch the goddamn Kelpies!
Why?
Stop
Touch the
yelling.
Kelpies.
You hear the sounds of battle off in the distance in the woods.
God damn it, Summer.
Fucking summer!
They better not be fighting my trees.
No, I think they're fighting the Kelpies. You know, the ones that have gone a little bit cuckoo.
I think they just need someone to talk.
No,
no.
trust me, they don't.
I am not interested in that conversation.
So, question. I've talked to I've met Helgrim before. Have I talked to him?
Maybe in passing, but
Yeah, probably not anything.
I'll let you two decide if you've talked more than just like a 5 or 10 minute conversation.
Probably not.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I would know him that. I would know him by name.
No, yeah.
You would
that's-
know
yeah.
that he's Robin's husband, that he's holding Robin's place right now while Robin is off on a mission.
I'm going to try to covertly walk beside Helgrim and like whisper to him. Okay, so what the fuck was going on there?
Boreas was approaching the ceremony.
Wait,
I did not know his intentions, so I figured I would stop him before any
Okay,
Ew.
but who are those randos?
Oh, hello, I'm Septimus. Hi.
Oh, hey, yeah, I heard when
Okay.
you were introducing yourself back
Well,
there.
apparently he is son of some lord and back at the Ninth Court where I come from. I do not know about the other thing.
I'm
Well-
just B.
Okay. I guess I should come clean. I'm actually an agent of Lord Asher.
Oh,
Oh, what? Why? Oh,
well, I lend my assistance to Lord Asher every so often. I live in the autumn part of the Wonderwood.
oh, you know him too. So we're like co-workers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Well, I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but I think we probably should investigate.
Well, there was some spring sentinels down, or one down by the docks, who was wanting to go for a stroll on a human ship that wasn't going anywhere.
Hmm.
Though some of the summer sentinels are investigating the area so far, at least when I left.
You know, there's some like chains wrapped around like Oberon as well, right?
Wait,
No,
what?
there's like chains wrapped around Oberon, like, and he makes wiggle fingers like magic. Kind of similar to the one that was on what did you call him? Herbo? Kind of similar, but like different color.
That is something that is not to be explained or playing ears can hear.
Helgrim, no one is at Robin's house right now. And no one is at Fox's place. B.
Okay.
But you kind of roll I guess insight on what she's saying, V. Okay. You remember what Fox and the Night King told you about Oberon and his father?
Yeah.
You didn't know about Thorius.
Okay.
So you and Helgrim know that it's not something that need to be discussed in public.
Okay. V will keep that to herself.
Okay.
If we wish to discuss this further, we can return to where I live. Nobody's home at the current moment.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you repeat that?
If we wish to discuss this further, where I live is vacant at the current moment.
Going home with mysterious strangers, that don't sound like a bad thing at all. Let's go.
I'm not that mysterious.
No, I mean, you seem pretty alright.
Yeah.
V's gonna send a message to Fox and say, I'm with a group of weird people. One of them has a panther similar to Ibis, so I assume they are on our side at least. I'm going to follow them for a while.
Might be a good idea to see if maybe they're with you. I've got to go. And he just cuts off the conversation.
Alright.
You get the sense that something is happening and he's got to deal with it, so.
Yeah.
Is your place back by the festival, or is it like away?
That's an excellent question. Where is the festival taking place in relation to Robin's?
So you're in the Wonderwood right now. Robin's house is on the edge of the forest, near the near the river. The non-kelpie infested river.
Okay.
Yeah.
The river that so Robin's house is probably right about down here.
Okay.
Not up here where the other river's covered by trees, but it's up here.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's down by the riverside.
Twigs.
Yes.
Perception as you're walking closer to the city.
Oh, wonderful. 10.
God, okay. You don't see anything.
Twigs is not a perceptive lad.
Okay.
You don't see them.
Okay.
At this point, the festival, the ceremony is done. Oberon has the scepter. The festival's still ongoing, though. Right now, at this point, it's just a party. The rulers are begrudgingly interacting.
Really? I don't. I think that Oberon would be glad to do so.
Nidius is not there. The Day King is very much conspicuously absent. As is the Night King. Neither of the two lunar or solar court rulers are around. This is literally a seasonal festival. Maybe some of the lunar or solar lords may be present lords and ladies might just be present just to be there for a party, but the two high kings have other things to worry about right now. So they're letting the lesser rulers deal with their own kingdoms. But do you go back to Robin's house, or your house rather, or
Yeah.
do all of you follow?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow, but I'm gonna kind of lead in the back because I'm still kind of unwary with some of these guys.
All right. Nilo, perception for me. I'm having you guys roll perception a lot, but it's the Fey realm, so I kind of have to.
Yeah.
Does keen senses come in, or is it sight?
Sight. Okay.
See.
You see as you pass, because you have to pass through part of the city to get back into the forest where Helgrim's house is. You see walking down a street by themselves. It looks like they might try and be leaving or going to a place where they can not be seen to do something. A woman with the dark hair and slightly, from this distance you can't see why, but her skin has like a silvery sparkle to it. She is walking outbound from the center of town.
Is that person okay? They seem to have silver in their skin.
Twigs, the description fits your friend.
Oh. Hey, over here. I just kind of wave my hands.
Let me see if she hears you. Nope.
Do you wish to gain that one's attention?
Kinda. I guess that. Wait. Oh, I have something for that. I'm gonna. Am I arranged to message her?
What do you mean?
Like
It's 120 feet.
Oh.
150 feet.
No, she's probably. He can see her from a distance. She's not that close.
Okay.
She's walking to where she will be within range in a few minutes, but she's not at the point in time.
Would you like me to go get her attention for you, friend?
I guess you could. If you wouldn't mind.
All right. And then I will wild shape into a dog, sprinting.
Okay. Okay, you're wild shaping into a dog and running up at her. Okay.
Yep. Happily.
Yeah. So
Okay.
at this point, I probably would have had Panther go away if he wants to.
Okay, so I have a question. I would assume Twigs would remember her name, but because we didn't actually do the RP where I met her, what's the dragon's name again?
It is Rythari. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, sweet. Thank Yeah, as soon as we like catch up to her, I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is hey, this is right, Tharia. I'm really bad with pronouncing things, but yeah, she's a dragon.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh.
Oh, sorry, I'm a little dazed and confused. These are my new friends.
Woof.
He's a dog.
So little Sticks. Sticks, why do you go around telling other people that me hiding in the form I have chosen to hide in, that I am a dragon?
Woof.
You are not very good at keeping secrets.
I'm kind of there was nearly an incident a couple minutes ago where a giant
He hid
shifter
behind a tree.
nearly transformed. I was hiding, as she just pointed out, from a giant potential problem, and I'm kind of still freaking out. I'm not saying words properly. I'm just kind of nervous.
Okay. Shh. She like puts her finger up to your mouth and crouches down. She is a tall woman.
Yes.
She's a very tall woman. Like, for you Critical Role fans, Yasha kind of tall. She's tall.
Big girl.
She crouches down and she looks at you. She's in a very nice, pretty, like, silvery dress. Everything about her screams dragon because she's not trying very hard. But she crouches down. She kind of puts her arms, like, over your knees when you're crouched down to look at someone. I will forgive this time.
Okay.
But don't go around telling everyone that I am a goddamn dragon.
I'll
Especially
try.
when we're not friends.
Yeah, I just kind of said that. I'll try to remember it. I will.
And you remember how big she actually is.
Yeah, that's kind of taunting Twigs right now.
She is not a young dragon right now.
Information is a valuable tool. If you give it up to everybody, it becomes useless.
Okay. Just know. Probably stay on the lookout for Thorian's father, if you know who that is.
Oh, the small angry cat man, yes.
Yeah.
He is in
The wet hairball.
He smells very bad.
Oh, he's a cat. Okay.
Dog Nile
Foul
will
in that
paw at
way.
his nose.
I'm not a cat.
Shut up, big cat. I'm not a cat.
Septimus will brush himself down and look very prim and proper and do the most elegant regal bow to this lady dragon.
See, this one knows how to treat a lady. Sticks. She cannot remember your name. She just keeps calling you Sticks.
Well,
I mean, it's close enough.
It's fair because I barely remembered her name. Oh well, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'll see you later. And I'll make sure not to tell anybody that you're.
What?
Oh yeah. A friendly person.
Good little Sticks. And she pats you on the head and stands up. She's like 7.5 feet tall. She's a huge woman.
and Twigs is a very small lad.
Yes, he is.
Okay, well, if Angry Kitty is all you are concerned about, and you have no other concerns for me, I am going home.
Okay, bye.
She looks at the rest of you for a second and just...
Woof.
Good little doggy who's not a doggy, and she pets your head.
I'm just picturing that Nilo is a sap situation where the sounds he makes as an animal are just his voice. It's just like saps move, but it's just woof.
At this point, Nyla will drop form and give her a bow, and Druid craft her a white flower and be like, "It's a pleasure to make you a queen."
Well, see, look, Sticks, he knows how to treat a lady. Thank you for the nice little flower, Mr. Not a dog.
Nilo is man.
Nilo is a
She's
good.
just watching. She's watching the entire situation
Yeah.
happen, and she's
Yeah.
making mental notes.
Yeah, I think me and Helgrim are just like back in the shadows halfway, just like.
We're probably standing like right next to each other and just kind of just watching.
Yeah.
Alright. So she waves her. She does the queen wave and kind of leaves. You see, after a moment of her leaving, out of the trees comes what looks like a regular, like, you know, what the fairy dragons look like.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This looks like a freaking gargantuan-sized fairy dragon, but it's silver. It just comes out of the trees and flies off towards the distance.
It's not what we all know, but-
She seemed nice.
Oh yeah, she's super nice.
That is a mountain I would like to climb.
Helgrim just looks at Septimus and just blinks, shakes his head, and starts walking.
V pretty much does something very similar to that, but like her mouth drops a little bit because she wasn't expecting.
Oh, I already know who I'm putting Septimus with. I
Oh.
already know.
Oh no. Ori, no.
Or
Actually, no.
yes.
Yeah, I was like, actually, no, wait.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it.
Twigs has spent like the past month, like living in the same, like sort of space as Oberon, so he's just used to bullshit like this.
I mean, Helgrim is. It's just like.
Yeah.
It just never gets old with Oberon.
No, yeah. Like, he expects it from Oberon, and he's not surprised. He's just a little disappointed.
Alright, so you're getting close to your house now.
Mhm.
Does V recognize where we're going?
You know Robin's house. Robin doesn't live in the Noble District. He purposely
Yeah.
wanted to live away from the Noble District. He is the king's right hand, so he could have whatever he wanted.
But she recognizes the route, right?
Yeah,
Of where
you've
they're
been to
going.
Robin's house maybe once or twice. Let me post a picture I am using for Robin's house in the chat if I can get a hold of it.
Sorry.
You have such good taste.
V's just going to make a comment where it's like, I hope that tiny little thing isn't there. And it's more of a muttering to herself, but she's muttering it out loud.
Yeah, it's both of those things.
The child thing.
You seem troubled, friend. Would you like this piece of celery?
She will warily take the celery and eat it.
Helgrim just side at
Well, I saved Robin's house, the one I'm using for it, but I can't find it. Hold on, I know the artist on my art station. I'll just pull up the link. Continue. You don't see the child right now.
Okay, good. She doesn't want to get annoyed by it.
You don't see him. The servants are still in the house. Helgrim, most of them anyway. There's a few that have gone to the festival, but most of them are still in the house.
Okay.
I almost found it.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like bougie Versailles Palace, 1 being a hovel, where on the scale would you put this?
Robin's house is a bit more homey, but I'm trying to find the picture in my...
Yeah,
Art
it's
station.
nowhere near as opulent.
It's like a nice cottage-y thing, but bigger.
Nice. That seems good.
I think.
So this will
Yeah.
probably seem very small to Septimus.
Oh, I
Yes.
found it. There it is. Okay. Well, it's not small, but it's not huge. Here is the picture I'm using for Robin's house.
Okay.
Nice.
Ah, it's like Aurora's house, kind of.
It's a little bit
It's
bigger,
like-
but
it's- yeah, it's like a fairly large like forest cottage.
yeah, it's large, but it's not.
It's no mansion.
It's no castle.
Yeah.
It's no
Yeah.
huge. It's a mansion, but it's not.
It's like a villa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good way to put it.
This is like a summer home if you were maybe slightly poor in comparison to Septimus's level of wealth.
Well, Robin is very wealthy. He just
He doesn't. He's
He
good
doesn't
old
flaunt
money.
it.
He doesn't flaunt it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Robin's very reserved in his demeanor and his just attitude.
Yes, he is a good man.
He is the
This-
good bean.
This
And
place
I
would
love it.
fit maybe 2 of my brothers, and I think we'd probably kill each other after a week. No, 2 days. 2 days.
I'll post it in the chat for them to see the house I'm using for
Are
Robin.
you sure you were not raised by hobgoblins too?
But yep, the cook is around. Helgrim, a few of the other servants are around, but most of them are at the festival.
Mm-hmm.
But the servants and stuff here can be trusted, unless you
Yeah.
want to go to private quarters anyway.
I mean, yeah, that's what I've been doing anyways. Just to be sure.
Lysa is there, Salik the cook is there, and that's it. Peony
Okay.
is hiding.
Oh no, I saw him.
Probably come out
Is
if
he
you bribe
hiding
him.
from V?
He's just hiding in general. There's a lot of new people in the house. He's
Oh, he's a very anxious baby.
you can probably get him to come out. I don't know why I did that.
It's dead, Ori.
It's alive now.
I have no idea why it did that. Okay. Odd, but alright.
Now
Why
you'll have 2 Voss.
Waiting on Myth to get back. He's gotten up for a second. So if anybody needs to take a bio break, they can.
I will do this.
I will go pee.
As will I. Be
Alright,
right back, 2
chat,
seconds.
Chat, we'll be right back.
with Robin,
Mhm.
and Robin told him to go off.
Okay. I return. Is she still gone?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have to pee. Hey, I mean, it was a good time to take a break.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm gonna have to splice 2 different videos together to upload it to
know.
YouTube.
Sorry, Ari.
It's not. I don't know
Damn.
why it disconnected. I have no idea why it disconnected.
Maybe just a hiccup with the internet.
Possibly, or somebody went live on Twitch that's got way too many followers.
Also true. At least we still have chat working.
Yeah. As soon as Christina gets back, we'll.
Hello.
There you go.
Okay. Hello.
Welcome back.
Ooh, okay, so we are now at Robin's house. The servants are probably. The cook has probably been asked to bring food and drink. I would guess, or he just got ahead and did it. Where,
Yeah.
what room are you taking them to?
Probably whatever rooms I have set aside for myself.
Okay. You have a small study that Robin has given to you.
Yeah, that works.
The cook brings in some snacks and tea and leaves. It's really good snacks though. Nice hot
Hell yeah, it is.
little. He makes some ham rolls, little ham and cheese rolls that are hot, like croissants.
Mhm.
Some other finger snacks, little pastries.
V instantly just grabs one of the pastries and decides she's going to sit on the corner of the desk eating the pastry.
I'm gonna ensure that the person who took the food in gets a tip of gold, equivalent exchange style.
You guys do get the sense that Robin's servants are very happy and very well paid. But he'll take it.
Pardon me.
He's actually a half elf, which Christina, your Septimus has not seen any half elves until you came here.
This place is fascinating.
You know that humans were not allowed for the longest time up until even right now they're really not allowed into the night court. So half elves are not really a thing.
Except under extremely specific circumstances. Plus,
And Septimus doesn't know what's going on with Mithril and Robin right now. So
I just also twigged who Robin is because I'm so smart.
yeah, it's my husband. What's up? Can't happen. It's mine.
Called it.
You guys do see some portraits around the house of Robin. Those of you who know him recognize the pictures. Robin and shit. Arella. And some.
Don't you be forgetting my husband's wife's name.
Yeah, some portraits of Robin and Arella, and there's one with Robin, Arella, and Helgrim.
Yes, I remember that.
Arella won't be home for a little while, so.
Yeah. Well, I presume you're all here somewhat for the same reason I am.
I mean, I sort of got dragged into it,
Yeah.
but I don't know what reason you're here.
Well, I was sent here on a mission from the Night Court to, well, I suppose change how things are done. But Puzzle might not be necessarily important right now. You said you were seeing chains around Forest, Oberon, and Lorien. No?
Oh yeah, Dad was like covered in them. Oberon was covered in them. Although he said he was having a nice time and that he also looked attractive, which I agree. And then also that Lord, sorry, you like me to call him Herbal. Lord Herbal also had some, but they were like slightly different colour. They were like angry.
I'm guessing that the ones around Oberon were different from the ones around the other two.
Yes. Christina definitely wrote it down. Yes.
Yeah.
Septimus is smart enough to do that, so yes.
Yeah. Well, that is because they are not entirely of control of their own partisans. Much as it may surprise some of you, Lord Torres is not always that abrasive.
The one other time that I met him, he was very abrasive.
I think I've only heard stories of him being abrasive.
He's friends with my dad, so, you know, I would probably lean towards more abrasive.
Well,
I've only heard that he's a dick.
That too. I've heard that quite a lot.
he
from a good
is
friend.
not himself. When he is himself, he is not as abrasive. In fact, he's not at all. I've only seen it a few times. He is under control of something else.
Something or someone.
Someone else. Be more specific.
Do you think someone else knows his true name?
That is exactly what it is.
Oh, that makes way more sense. Alright.
Yes.
Got it. Chain magic true name.
So,
He literally takes out a thing and writes it down.
Oberon is controlled by the J King.
Well, I mean, the Dick King's a dick, though, so.
Indeed.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Thoreas and Elorium, who is Oberon's father, are controlled by somebody else.
Is that somebody else usually called a bitch?
Duh.
You don't think that they were planning an assassination or something, do you?
I could not be certain. That is why I had Obscurus intercede.
Well, they were planning something. And from what I've heard, something's happening.
Indeed.
What exactly?
I don't know. Fox cut me off. Said he had to go, and that's what it sounded like. It sounded like something was going down.
No. Whatever it is, it's not death lodge of nature.
Brain. Septimus. I was gonna call you Perceptimus again. I was trying to be your name.
Perceptimus. Make a Perceptimus check.
Actually, yeah. Please.
Oh, okay. No. I mean, my passive's 14 if that helps, but yeah, no, active perception is like garbage to me.
Actually, you know what? I always forget about passive unless I'm being the player.
Yeah, so allow his passive 14 to ride.
Did you get the tattoo? Myth.
What one?
The tattoo. The resistance tattoo.
I was never explicitly mentioned.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was offered to you or not.
No, not that I knew.
As you walked through the house, Septimus, you noticed that symbol on just the corner of a painting somewhere. You just...
Okay. Is there like in this offering of food? Is there an orange there?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna take the orange, the very sphere-sun-like thing, and I'm gonna take my dagger and I'm gonna jab it into it, and then just put it down and just go. Well, I'm just here, like, curious, finding information and stuff.
Okay.
Just raises an eyebrow. And,
Okay.
It's bad to waste food, and Niall's gonna pick it up and just start eating this orange, I guess.
Helgrim and V.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna make you roll on this, you two.
We pick it up instantly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we...
And Twigs, actually. Twigs would recognize it, too.
Yeah, Helgrim just kind of raises an eyebrow and then just... Yes, that.
I'm just gonna take my dagger back though. You can have the orange. Just take it back. Like,
V sort of just kind of like...
This was your choice. You should wait till I'm done.
V just face plants like her hand into her face and is just like rubbing her temple like... If I have to be stuck with all of you, this is going to be a very long day. I am guessing by that display that you wanted to know about the resistance.
I wanted to know about something my brother wrote. Yeah.
Well, I can't actually help you with that because I have no idea. I usually try to stick out of that, except for what I hear, per se.
Just the internal monologue of Helgrim. These people are not fucking self-aware.
No, I'm from like if that was internal. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, it was internal. Just a bit more subtlety might be in order.
Oh, I'm from the Night Court. We don't do subtle.
I'm from Summer, but I spent 150 years in the human realm.
yeah, Helgrim just, the fuck we don't?
So the Night Court, to explain, the Night Court's more... They're not as...
Yeah. I know. But
if they're gonna kill you, they're gonna kill you, but they can be subtle about it. They're not deceptive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is very much not deceptive.
No. Yeah.
He is not deceptive.
Yeah. It's slightly obvious.
Yeah, just every skill check that ends in shun, we're just gonna put MS whenever Septimus has to do it.
Yep.
Persuasiveness. No, in any case. Yes. That is what we're planning to put into motion, however. There are certainly problems. From what has been gathered, there are ways to free both Floreus and Elorian. However, they will not be easy to do so. Freeing both of them from their controls would be useful. If we free Floreus, he should be able to assist us against the Day King by cutting off his economic supplies. Kingdom cannot run without money after all. Without three. However, seems most of you are informed of what's going on. You do not seem to be so, do you, Nilo, was it?
Yes.
Nyla knows what's going on with Asher's sister because he works with Asher. You know that blood is compromised. but she's with the Night King now. She has been brought home for protection.
Rest assured, I have no sympathy to give the date.
I did not presume so. It was more if you were informed of the goings on of what exactly we're attempting to put into place.
I'm
But,
sorry,
yeah.
I didn't
You're-
quite understand that last
Yeah,
bit.
I'm sorry, I'm leaning back. Just, I did not presume you had affiliation with the day, but more seeing if you were informed about what we're attempting to do.
I will admit I'm not as informed as the rest.
I mean, Septimus here was not exactly subtle. We are attempting to displace the Day King.
Oh, that? Yes, I'm fully aware.
We are seeking any means possible.
I think Septimus and Nyla are the only one, or the two that don't know about the other threat.
Okay.
In addition to the Day King, there is another problem. There is the problem of... Her title was the Old Queen, yes?
That's what everyone's been calling her, that or the bitch queen.
The Old Queen seemingly has resurfaced. She is the one who controls both the Lorien and Floreus, as well as potentially Bloodden.
Her and Nyla.
However, she is quite weak right now.
At the current moment.
At the current moment, at least from what I've seen, she cannot become what her true form as of yet.
Hopefully we will be able to keep it that way.
We don't yet know if it's simply the eye of the storm or the end of it.
Indeed.
No, it's just the start.
Now that's a bit of pessimism.
Well,
It's nowhere in the middle, nor is it towards the end.
in either case, unfortunately, to free both the Lorien and Floreus, we will need to adventure to the Hidden Court, which will be troubles of its own.
You know what? Hearing about the Hidden Court, I reckon V will actually take out the map that Fox gave her. She'll hop off the desk, and she'll put the Hidden Court map on the desk.
Yay, good thing I've got that one made.
Yeah.
Good job.
Well, that is convenient.
And she'll show pretty much everyone.
Helgrim, you've seen this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just didn't have one already. Well, that is convenient. So,
Kraken.
I was there recently.
Yeah, it is.
It is extremely blattered. Everything is dying. The grove so far, as much as I don't really wish to talk about it, seems fine. However, the old queen, and V will point to Sorela's citadel, is still there. I have seen her. And she is also with someone I know, somewhat, that I would very much like to bring back.
Do you think they're there by choice?
At this point, I don't know. My understanding, he has been there since the beginning. He hasn't left. He didn't leave with all the other true Fae who were there before. Whether or not he is being controlled, I don't know. And quite honestly, I would like to find out, because it'll make my decision a bit more easier.
whoever is being controlled is not out of his own volition. However, you have seen the grove?
Yes, I've seen it.
You know how well protected it is.
So far, right now, it looks to be alright. Stable.
Yes, I am wondering if it's protected from those who would try to do what we are doing. If Starlight has positive defenders.
I mean,
From what you saw from the big tree,
yeah.
it's putting off enough magic to keep the bad things out. He didn't try and bother you during the night, so you assume that he can't get in.
Okay. I will relay that.
The magic from Sylvanus' tree is
Still.
Yeah, I mean,
Still powerful.
I guess the good question would be if she just said that something couldn't get them, or if she specified what was trying to get them that couldn't in the grove.
I don't think V would mention who it was. I think she would just be more like she has to deal with the situation, and she's put her mind to dealing with that situation if she were to go back to the hidden court.
Okay. So she okay. I know what I'm trying to say, but the words aren't. But I guess basically it was more of a question of if she would know, if she would have mentioned something trying to attack them, or not.
No, like
No. Okay.
Not in the grove.
as she said, she in the grove.
Yeah, just the grove seems safe. Okay. It was more if Hogan was going to ask questions or not. So, okay.
As far as I know, in the grove, there weren't any attacks during the night. And from my experience outside of the grove, there are dangers. Whether they are lurking to attack in the night or not, I wouldn't know because I was asleep. While my fox friend was looking out for things. She gets like a little bit I guess slightly embarrassed talking about the fox. Like it she's very good at keeping her expression like a default expression, but when she's talking about the fox, or you can tell she's thinking about the fox, it's like her facial expression just kind of turns into like a little bit of an embarrassment type situation.
Is it like the anime blush to the cheeks, like?
Yeah, it's a bit like that, but a bit more subtle. But it's still obvious to see if you're actually paying attention to her.
A friend like Concord or a friend like Robin?
You hear Fox in your head, just laughing.
Okay, she's going to say this out loud, as well as in her head, and she's just gonna go, "Shut up."
Well, it tells me all I need to know.
Little Rabbit is embarrassed. Ibis seems amused.
This is fun.
Anyway.
Yes, indeed. So, what exactly did you encounter in the hidden forest? I don't need a full debriefing, but simply what you know that might be useful for us beyond what you already told us.
Okay. V's gonna like point at the map. I took a ship. We arrived like, or you can double check this for me. We arrived. Is it over here or over here?
You landed about down here.
About here. Okay.
You went around because you saw the figure at the port area, and then you went up and around and came over here.
Okay. When me and Fox landed here.
And the cliffs are right
Original-
about here.
Okay. Originally, we didn't encounter anybody. We had seen somebody at the port, and she points to the port
Mm.
earlier, who was a hooded figure. We didn't know who it was, and Fox was more aware of it than I. However, I did see him. We didn't really encounter much. Maybe a few rabbit animals. Nothing crazy. And so we found a cave. We rested. When we woke up, we started moving along, and that same cloaked figure was in front of us. We were able to creep on him. However, he had seen us before we could do anything, let alone a surprise attack. Let's just say, don't look into his eyes. He is able to freeze you, and I didn't really appreciate that much. Also, he can cast a wall of fire, which I didn't appreciate very much.
Are you okay?
I am fine.
yeah,
Just know, just know
yeah,
that
just,
he's going to get a carrot stuffed up his nose.
just that. At the mention of that, Helgen would kind of slowly nod.
All I know is he has some relation with Fox. However, he thought he was dead.
No,
We
this
wounded him
seems-
pretty badly. He would have been out for an entire week, maybe a bit more, if he doesn't have anybody to heal him, which I assume he actually does, considering I've seen the bitch queen herself.
Most likely.
So it's possible. It's possible he is either high ranking or is a pawn. I don't know which. I don't know how far he's gone, but that's
No,
really all I know.
when it comes to the queen, everyone is a pawn. Let's
The
just be
grove is
honest.
perfectly fine, at least from what I've seen. I've only seen it once, so. But from what Fox said, it seemed alright. It still had the magic, and it.
We'll just forget that for now.
Do we know why the rest of the island is dying?
And this was likely the influence of Ferreira.
No, that makes sense.
From what I know, she seems to blight everything that she touches.
From my
Unacceptable.
understanding, she wanted to destroy the grove, but it backfired and went outwards instead of in.
That's mighty dreadful.
Hmm.
Why am I just picturing whining for Sophie just Panther in the corner just making sound? What are you doing? Stop it.
I can't do bendy
Yeah,
Cabbage Patch
I know.
voice. Okay,
I don't. Yeah, that's fine.
chat when the panther speaks, just imagine Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Huh.
I can't do it. I'm not even gonna try.
No, don't worry. I just tried to smoke it, but I'm like, fuck you. Now the grove is protected for now, but the longer that we have to wait to go there, the more likely it is that something will have breached it.
Well, if you attacked someone and they got away, their guard will be up.
There.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure it's there.
I wonder if
But-
this hooded figure is the same one that Robin encountered before.
I do plan on stuffing him in a barrel.
Yeah, it was a very specific punishment.
Yes, it works very well. I've done it quite a few times to some people in the human realms.
Fair enough.
Is it a filled barrel or is it an empty barrel?
It's an empty barrel.
For some reason,
You
I thought it
stuff
was
them
going to
in,
be full
you
of
leave
carrots.
them for a couple of days with no food, no water, and then you take them out, beat them up a little bit, put them back in the barrel until they start talking.
Wait, that is a punishment?
Well, like it's kind of convenient because like if you needed to move the barrel, you could just like flip them over and just roll them.
That is just there for stores that were for. There's nobody that popped up and were particularly hospitable people, especially for their own kind.
Is there anything else you guys want to do?
I don't specifically have anything.
The only thing Septimus will just be like, so just a quick question, do any of you know my face? And then just gestures at the whole of his face.
None of you have ever seen him in your life.
Okay,
No.
just checking. Anybody else, like, down with ye old order kind of thing that I could speak to maybe potentially at some point in the future? Who might know my face?
I don't specifically know anybody.
I think you are much more likely to know which people know your face than we do.
Indeed.
Helgrim, you get the sense he's asking about the Resistance members.
Yeah. It's more just I don't know anybody who would know this individual because I don't know this individual.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I suppose possibly Robin or Mithril. Over there, and what's available at the current moment.
Cool. Just wondering. They've recognized me, that's all.
Is there a reason why they should?
I don't know.
If you considered wearing a disguise.
I suppose yes. Maybe the better question is that a good thing or a bad thing if they recognize you?
I don't know.
You don't seem to know much, do you?
No, because it wasn't really me doing stuff, so...
No, the garments the better.
Can I roll an insight because Twigs does not trust this person at all?
Yeah.
He's just gonna see if he's like up to anything malicious, I guess.
Yeah, I picture the eyes narrowing.
Yeah.
He's not telling you everything, but he's not being malicious.
Okay. Anybody who doesn't know whether they should hide their face or not, is probably gonna raise some questions with Twigs. But yeah, he's just gonna stay quiet. He's just gonna narrow his eyes and not say anything.
If you want, I can help you with a disguise if you really want to hide your face.
I don't want to hide my face. I want them to see my face so they know my face and then they can tell me stuff.
You should be some sort of promissory for information then.
Yes.
That's convenient. You said that your father knows Lord Boreas.
Oh, yeah. Well,
business dealings, I presume?
I don't know. He told me to pass on his regards, which I'm 99% sure meant regards and not stabbing. But sometimes in my family, it's hard to tell between stabbing and kindness.
I'm sure it's generally like that for the fair, but I suppose your father may not have seen Boreas in the past 200 or so years. Otherwise he would very likely know.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
Me and Dad aren't on like the strict date. Like we're on, okay terms, just not, best buds. We don't sit down and chat by the fire.
I would not know how that is.
V raises her eyebrow at what Septimus is saying. So you are trying to hide from your father, or are you trying to find? Like she's gotten a little bit confused.
Yeah. So everybody kind of staring stuff.
No,
because it sounded like you were running away from something.
No, I'm not running away from something. I'm running to something. there's something being knowledge and information. And
Pretending to...
kind of looks and goes, "Our brother's death?"
Ah.
And then he gestures at his whole face.
So you're like twins.
Yeah, that's the
Is-
one.
Is that your
No.
real face?
Yeah, that's the real face.
Oh, god damn it.
You don't just ask somebody if
So-
that's the real face.
Well, why not?
Is that your fake face or your real face? Cause
Wait, question.
Twigs is just gonna face palm.
Question. About how tall the septum is?
6'4".
Oh, okay, good. So I can do this. I'm just gonna look like him.
Yeah, no, that's what I look like.
Yeah. It is.
Just wait,
is
just
fairly
slightly
simple
look more ambitious.
to look more motivated.
You will find that my motivations on your own are quite.
No, but if you look more ambitious, then you'd look more like my brother. Like,
I see. The less enterprising.
that's the one.
Fair enough. And then just. Oh yeah, it just lasts for an hour. So I just look like him.
I dropped my phone somewhere, it's fine. It leapt off my desk.
Actually, could you kind of not look like my brother? That's a little bit, yeah. You know, he is dead.
I mean, I cannot exactly stop this. I'm not looking like this.
It looks like that for an hour now!
Yeah, it's not concentration.
I can help you with that. Wait a minute. No, I can't. Don't have it prepared. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
You know what?
I mean, if you want to let me be able to drop it, that's.
I don't know if I want you to
wait.
drop it or not.
Yeah. I mean, that's up to,
Wait.
it's not concentration.
Okay.
So.
Ari, this
Wait.
is important.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a disguise kit. Does my disguise kit have a fake mustache in it?
Yes?
Okay, I'm going to take the fake mustache out of this disguise kit.
Okay.
Try to jump up
Okay.
as best that I can and put on Helgrim's face.
Okay.
There, let's get going.
That makes
Okay, so
it
you
so much
stick,
better.
yeah, so he sticks it on, and it's like at the chin, because disguise self, not alter self.
Alright, so at this point, V, you get a random flash of sense of urgency from Fox, and then nothing else. And we're gonna call it.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right then.
Oh, mustache chin.
We're gonna call it
This is
there.
chaos.
Fox has something urgent going on, and we're gonna call it.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, now I gotta splice two VODs together because Twitch.
A cry of urgency immediately
yeah.
interrupted. I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah. By the way, just gonna say, like, now, V's already out the door. Instantly. She didn't tell you anything, she's already out.
She looked like shit was going on, so she left.
Yeah, she just up and left. She's just like, I'm not gonna tell anybody what's going on. She's just gonna leave.
Amazing.
Real quick though, as she barges out the door, it looks like something's going on, like something that needs to be taken care of. You see Peony pop his head around the corner, see you, Helgrim, kind of make a really weird eep noise, and then leave.
I
I
believe
thought I heard the papa, but that is not the papa. And he like goes,
We'll fix that later. Don't
Alright.
worry, I'll feed you sweets later, Peony.
You're not the papa.
I mean, you can try to roll an intelligence check. Oh, either that or he's just panicking and he's just like, nope.
He just noped out.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, we are gonna end it there. We will resume next Monday. Monday we will have the video cameras.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You get to see my tired face.
We get to see the tired vampire for who she truly is.
But yeah, we will do that, and we'll be back next week. You can.
Okay.
There will be more streams here this week. I'll probably do some more art streams. We will have D&D on Sunday night. No, Saturday. Saturday night is when the D&D happens.
Are you
Yes.
sure about
The
that?
Curse of Straw I have 2 Curse of Straw games. One is Sunday, one is Saturday. The in-person one does not get streamed, which is Sunday. But yeah, I don't think we've got anything else. If you guys want to chill your shit, that's fine. Batty.
You probably know me. I draw art on Twitter. I'm Battery Batty. That's about it. Also, I stream too, but you know. It's not...
Nuka, Christina, Bloodmage, you got anything?
I'm just Nuka Puka on all social media. So, yeah. I do art. I draw things too.
I stream at Bloodmage96 on Twitch. That's it. Welcome.
Christina, do you have anything? Hello?
It's Christina.
Christina.
I think she died.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Perceptimus has fallen.
Alright,
Make a constitution. I fucked it up.
I do have commissions open. I will be working on those this week if anyone wants one, shoot me an email or a message. Other than that, I don't have much. Find me on the Twitter. Go follow the Twitter for the game. Stars and Shadows. Oberon will be taking over tomorrow.
I'm sure nothing will go wrong
Nothing at all. Yeah. You can find me at the Lady Ori everywhere. Just the underscores underneath. Yeah, we will see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Au revoir.
Oh, let's raid somebody.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Scrat. Let's raid Scrat.
Okay. 4 RPGs.
More D&D.
More games.
Go raid the more D&Ds.
Yay!
Yay! Woo!
Huzzah. Happy day.
I don't know what the raid cry should be. Just pick one. Bye.